this is Miss Keiko. Today's story time is 不思議なしゃもじ. What is しゃもじ? しゃもじ is this. This is a rice puddle. Okay? So this is about magic rice puddle. Okay? So let me start. Remember? I'm going to move this so you can see whole screen. I will open this door like this. Okay. So great. All right, let me start. The magic rice puddle. Retold by Etsu Sakaki, illustrated by Hiroshi Suzuki, and translated by Dana Tamaki. Publisher is Doshinsha, Tokyo, Japan. Once upon a time, a long time ago, a poor old woman lived all alone in a poor little village. One day, she said to herself, I am going to make my favorite dumpling and put it on the family altar. She ground the few grains of rice she had left into powder and made a dumpling. Well, it sure looks tasty. But just as she was about to put the dumpling on a plate, the dumpling rolled away. Hey, what's going on? Where are you going, little dumpling? But it rolled faster and ended up inside a mouse hole. Stop, dumpling! Stop, I say! She went headlong through the mouse hole too. Where am I? Where's my dumpling? Suddenly, she heard singing. Dumpling, dumpling, oh dumpling, where are you going? And she heard her dumpling answer, I am going over to you, Jizo-sama. And there, standing in front of her, was Jizo-sama. Jizo-sama, did the dumpling I made come rolling by here? Did you make that dumpling? I am sorry. It looks so tasty that I couldn't help eating it. Yummy, yum. It was delicious. The old woman smiled and started to say, I'm glad you liked it, when suddenly they were interrupted by the terrible, terrible noise. Oh no, no, the Onis are coming. Come, come. I think there's a human around here. I can smell it. Now, where could it be? The Onis sniffed. All around Jizo-sama, twitching their noses, the old women hid behind Jizo-sama, trembling with fear. Hey, here it is. She was hiding behind Jizo-sama. Let's take her home. The Oni had found the old woman. Now, wait just a minute. She's my honored guest. You must treat her respectfully. Jizo-sama, we aren't planning to take her and eat her up. The old women who used to cook for us Onis just quit. And we have been looking for someone to take her place. We will take real good care of her, so let us take her. What do you say, huh? Please, let her come with us. Well, she is a good cook. I just ate one of her delicious dumplings. Promise me you will take good care of her. We promise, she'll be just fine. And so the Onis got permission from Jizo-sama, and in high spirit took her away to the land of Onis. As soon as they got home, the Onis handed the old women 1 grain of rice. 1 grain of rice. And 1 rice paddle. Remember like this? Okay. Cook up enough rice for 300 Onis with this. What? What did you say? I don't care what you say, but there's no way I can cook enough rice for 300 Onis with just 1 grain of rice and 1 rice paddle. If you mix the rice with that rice paddle, you will get 10,000 balls of rice. It's very easy. She did not believe what the Onis said, but she put the grain of rice in a big pot, just as she was told. When it started to boil, she took the rice paddle and mixed the rice with 1 stir of the rice paddle, and in no time, the big pot was overflowing with cooked rice. The Onis were delighted. Every day after that, the old women cooked for the Onis, and as she cooked, she chanted, 1 stir of the paddle fills 10,000 balls, fills 10,000 balls. By and by, she began to think of her friends back in her poor little village. Oh my goodness, how I wish I could see my old friends and neighbors. She started to feel homesick. And one day, after the Oni's rice was cooked, she sneaked out of the house, still holding the rice paddle. She ran across the field and over the mountain, farther and farther away. She ran and ran. The Onis spotted her and began to chase her, but they ran more slowly because their stomachs were so full. The old woman ran until she came to the bank of a big river. Hey, what are we going to do if you aren't around to cook rice for us? Please come back. She could hear the Oni's voices getting closer and closer. She looked all around and spotted an empty boat on the shore. Just what I need. She got into the boat and stroked the rice paddle once and then second time. My, how that boat did fly. How that boat did fly. When the Onis finally got to the riverbank, they jumped into the river, determined not to let her get away. Gaba, 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 gaba. Gaba, 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 gaba. They swallowed the water in great gulp, putting her straight toward the shore. And she paddled the boat with all her might. One stir of the paddle fills 10,000 balls. One stir of the paddle fills 10,000 balls. As soon as she began to chant these words, the waters of the river started to rise higher and higher until there was enough to fill 10,000 balls. The boat flew over the water once more. Oh no! Help! The Onis panicked. We are going to drown. We shouldn't be swimming right after eating. So they gave up their chase and went back to the land of Onis. Well, when she arrived safely on the other shore where Jizo-sama stood, she suddenly realized that she had taken the Oni's rice paddle with her. Jizo-sama gently reassured her. The rice paddle is a special gift that has been granted to you. So keep it and do good for others with it. The old women accepted the gift gratefully, and no sooner had she returned to her home when she began preparing a feast for all the poor hungry villagers. One stir of the paddle fills 10,000 bowls. First, she cooked a pot full of rice. One stir of the paddle fills 10,000 bowls. Then she cooked a pot full of beans. One stir of the paddle fills 10,000 bowls. And finally, she filled a pot with fragrant miso soup. Thanks to you, we can eat all we want and get our strength back so we can work. And all because of the magic rice paddle. And from that time on, the magic paddle became famous throughout the land. So this is a story of magic rice paddle. All right, and I will close it. Until next time. So did you like the story? It was a good ending. Sometimes, what's going to happen? The Onis are going to eat her up. A little bit scary, but it's good ending. So thank you very much for joining me today. So I will see you next month, November. Okay. Till then, please take care. Right? Happy reading. Okay. Bye bye.